हेलो एंड नमस्कार, आप देख रहे हैं India.com Z Media and this is Tanya Garg. And well, in conversation today we have with us incredibly talented Kritika Kamra. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Tanya.
First of all, congratulations. 11 on Z5 Global. The trailer looked amazing, and more so because people are also reacting in a very positive way. There's a lot of love coming for the trailer. So kudos
Yes,
to you on that.
thank you.
आपने ट्रेलर डाला था फॉर वमिका, राइट? कस्टम फॉर वमिका. सो
जी.
वहां पे you've written that वमिका रावत finally faces her past in 11/11, right? So I think that we'll get to see on the show.
Yeah.
uh, I want to begin by asking that how will Kritika Kamra react if she faced her past?
Oh my God. If I faced my past, I'd tell myself to worry a little less
Yeah.
and to take more risks and to believe in myself more. But I think that's all of us, right? Like that's life. When you start out, when you start doing something new, you're generally a little unsure, and that nervous energy is good for you because it pushes you to work very hard. But now looking back, I think that I was sometimes too hard on myself. I am. I'm still very critical, but I was a lot more when I was younger.
Also, you're playing a cop, and I think this is just getting bigger and better because we're just ready to explore, the copverse, the female copverse. So I want to know, like, what was the preparation like for you? Like, did you interact with police officers? What was that like for you?
I actually did. So there were two aspects of this prep. One was, of course, to get the physicality of the cop right. Because automatically, when you see somebody in uniform, there is a certain way to carry it. You don't take that lightly. You feel a sense of responsibility, a sense of duty. It automatically changes your posture. It changes the way you walk and you talk, and that happens. Also, because we assign so much pride and respect to this job, to people in uniform, to the real life heroes. I think it's an added responsibility that you represent them well. So one thing was that have I earned the uniform? Do I deserve to be in it and to look the part, even though we're actors are only pretending, but we have to be convincing in that. So one was that, and we did some action training. We learned to I've worked with guns in the past on screen, but this was again how a cop would do it. What is the right way of doing things? We did a few lessons for that. I learned how to drive a manual SUV in the hills because here in Bombay we drive all automatic cars, and this was something I had to look like a pro, so I had to take driving lessons for it. So there were little things like this for the physicality, and then of course the character has a very intense, rich internal life, the psychology of the character. So just to understand what happens to this girl when she's always wanted to be a cop. She enters the police force to make her father proud. She's young, underconfident, finding her feet, trying to prove herself. And then in the present timeline, you see her as this, sure-footed, confident leader of a team where she's come up the ranks and she's become the DSP. So how to map the journey of this character where they're two different Vamikas almost, but it's actually the evolution of the same person. So to keep that believable, to keep that convincing, to keep remembering her life, and to have that inner turmoil going at all points was a very fulfilling challenge, I would say. We've tried to keep it really relatable, and just like you and me, she is that police. Being a police officer is her job. That's the professional side of Vamika, but she has a family life. She has a personal life that is very much like you and I. And that balance, and that to keep it authentic, to not model it on a character that I've seen on screen, to make it look like a real person who, by the way, you'd asked earlier, I did speak to some people, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos of young women officers and how they conduct themselves. I don't know if that helped in any way, but it's sort of like, today because of the internet, you have the option to do that.
Yeah.
So I can't go and meet everybody, but I did watch how people do it. And I saw that quiet strength that they have um, navigating in this man's world. And I wanted to bring that into the character. So it's an original take on the character. It's not based on anybody. It's not the
Yeah.
kind of show where I can walk in slow motion and remove sunglasses and do those kind of things. It's very, very real.
Right. Also, I have to ask you, you've had this amazing journey on OTT from starting in Tandav to Gyara Gyara on Z5 Global. Your fans believe that you're this platform's favorite now, your OTT favorite now. So how do you feel about that kind of validation?
That's really cool to hear. It's the first time I'm hearing this, but I'm happy to hear that because I have been very conscious in my decisions of what kind of shows I want to be a part of. I feel like television happened to me, but streaming is something that I've chosen. Here my journey is very very thought out. I have chosen things, I have said no to many things, and I'm slowly trying to build a filmography that I can look back and be proud of. So, if that effort pays off, if other people notice that and appreciate it, it means the world to me because currently I'm just doing this as a self experiment where I'm trying to push my boundaries and challenge myself again and again. What I'm getting for it is that I'm in a space now where I'm getting to choose from a variety of characters, things that I could not have imagined would come my way before. And I'll continue to do this. And I hope that people, watch my things, and whether they appreciate the characters or not is up to them. But at least they sample it. That's what I'd want.
I can't help but, I mean, you said that you said no to some of the shows or some roles. Uh, I want to know, like, people usually do that after a certain point after a certain point in their career. And I feel like you are at that point in your career where you can turn down certain roles.
Yeah.
Right. So do you feel that when you did that earlier, do you feel that has that affected your career in a certain way, or has that changed the direction of your career?
I think it's affected my career in a positive way. I think, and many actors have said this in the past, and it's absolutely true. It's the no's that make your career what it is. Because only then can you exercise choice. And like you rightly said, on television, I lucked out. I got lucky with some very popular characters. But even there, from the very beginning, I was conscious that I don't want to do a Saas Bahu drama. I don't want to do a regressive show. I want to portray the new age woman. I want to portray a woman that I want to watch, that I can relate with. And I tried to make those choices in my own way. I with Dr. Nidhi, with reporters, with many roles that I did, I was trying to push boundaries, but television, with unfortunately or fortunately, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
But today, because of the writing, because of diverse writing on streaming, I am getting the opportunity to be able to do that. And I will always consciously do it. There are some boundaries that I have that I do not want to compromise on. I don't want to play a character that has one song and two scenes in a film. I don't want to be a wallflower. I want to be more than the love interest of the hero. I don't want to portray something that has a negative impact on society. I don't want to do something that I don't believe as an artist, or I would cringe to watch later. So there are many of these filters, but also television set me up and gave me the financial security to be able to sit at home and say, you know what, now I'm going to do what appeals to me only. I could not have done that. I'm an outsider. I come from a middle class family in Madhya Pradesh. I had to secure a position, like you said, and then now I have earned the right to be choosy, and I will continue to be.
I think, Kritika, you're one of the few actors who've taken this seriously, that when people look up to you, they'll be influenced in a positive way. So I think kudos to that spirit of yours.
Or not also. My previous character, I hope, does not influence people to pick up the gun and go
Now,
out
the
shooting.
journey that you started
So
with.
it's not always for that, but
Yeah.
yes, there is always going to be the portrayal of my characters in whatever I do has to be done with a certain sensibility and sensitivity. And that's why I collaborate with makers who I absolutely believe in. I think that's the only thing that is in my hands. Otherwise, as an actor, it's not in my hands. It's the director's, writer's medium. I can choose the people I want to work with who I believe will do justice to their stories and their women characters.
Because you're so much inclined to the story, I want to know that, do you think that you can say yes to a TV, or you could come back to TV if there's some sort of good opportunity in it? Do you think you can do that now?
There have been many such times, actually. There have been many opportunities that have come my way. Of course, I suddenly stopped doing television. It's not like I did not get calls for it.
Yeah.
But nothing so compelling so far. Nothing as compelling. And I understand that medium caters to a different kind of audience, has its own trappings of TRP, of what's working, of formulae. So do films. But somehow streaming is the more democratic space right now. It is where experimentation is happening. It is where new brave stories are being nurtured. So I want to be where the future is, and I like where I am currently.
Also, do you believe in manifestation, given 11-11 is the show?
For the sake of promoting the show, I should be saying yes, but but I don't personally. I don't have any rituals, and I'm generally not a, what do I say? I'm not a firm believer in anything. I'm more agnostic in all, in generally in life. So no, but currently, I mean, if Gyara Gyara turns out to be what we want it to be, and if I get love for it, I might just start believing in it because we're really putting in all our energies into this right
Yeah.
now, and we hope that if there is a phenomenon that the universe aligns and does something great for you, I hope it's for this one.
Lovely. And before I come to my next last question, I want to ask you, do you have this sort of checklist in your, do you feel like, acha, ye ho gaya, so I think I'm on my next step. This is also done. So now that you're doing like this film is by Karan Johar and Guneet Monga. So do you feel ki, haan, chalo, this is also done. So do you have that kind of checklist and you keep ticking that off?
I won't lie, I used to have a checklist. I've thrown it out. I don't have a list, a checklist or a to-do list. I have a don't list.
Okay.
I have a list of kya nahi karna hai. So as long as that's being checked, I'm okay.
Right. And lastly, do you ever listen to the song from your show? Kaise kahe, kitni mohabbat hai hame,
Yes,
for the
because I'm tagged on it
nostalgia.
almost every single day. So I do listen to it. It's just KMH is a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
It's something that people still relate with. I don't know how and why I get so much love for it, but I'm only grateful. um I'm not even kidding. You go to my Instagram right now, you see what I'm being tagged on there. Every day you will find a KMH post. That's the life of that show. It has a life of its own. So I am just very, very happy that it happened to me. I'm fortunate to be a part of this whirlwind, this whirlpool of love. And every now and then I hear the song. But of course, it will always remain special. That was a very special milestone in my journey. So every time I hear that song or somebody even says Arohi in the
Yeah.
distance, I will turn and I will respond to it because that's just, I think it's a part of me now.
Yeah. Because that's the kind of love people have for,
Yeah,
pop.
and continuous love. So many
Yeah.
years later, there is no need, but people keep rediscovering that show.
Yeah. So I think it was such a beautiful and honest conversation. Thank you so much for that, Kritika.
Thank you,
Really
Yash.
excited for the show.
Thank you.